Back everyone, you may be seeing the new iPhone 13s and you may be kind of jealous of those people who own them, but I'm going to be honest, even on an iPhone like an iPhone 6s, you can still actually get a lot of the features that the iPhone 13s had on your iPhone, which is super cool. Now luckily for you, I guess, the iPhone 13s weren't even that crazy big of an upgrade, so it's a good year if you wanted to kind of, wait out till the iPhone 14s, go for it. Now some of these features are jailbroken, some of them aren't. I'll go ahead and cover two of the non-jailbroken features first. So if you have an iPhone like the iPhone 6s or an iPhone 7, even an iPhone 8, there's a lot of features that even an iPhone 10 has that the iPhone 6s doesn't have. And one of these things is portrait mode. So this is a really cool thing within the iPhone 13s. And luckily for us, there are two different apps for us that we can actually use to not only get portrait mode that the 13s have, but also kind of like a cinematic mode feature for our older iPhones that don't support cinematic mode. So first of all, the first app that I want to talk about is Focus. Now, none of these things are sponsored or anything like that, so if there's an alternative, go for it. But essentially what it is you go ahead and download this app, and I will try to remember to link it down below. If I forget, just DM me on Twitter or something and I'll go ahead and add it up. But essentially what it is it allows you to go ahead and take a photo of certain things. So in this case, we'll go ahead and take just a camera photo right here. And let's go ahead and use these AirPods as an example. So I'm going to go ahead and use these AirPods right here. And I'll go ahead and take a photo just like this. I know you guys can't see it that well, but I just took a photo. So now all we have to do is go and click this down arrow right here, find the photo that we just took, and you can click on it. And what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and calculate this whatever it says. And it usually takes a couple of seconds, and you can see it took a little second here, and it will automatically add that blur to the background. So what's cool about this is some apps, you have to kind of draw around it and do all this crazy stuff. This app allows you to not only just automatically get portrait mode, but it allows you to take the photo within the app itself, which is kind of similar to what Apple allows us to do in portrait mode. So now you can go ahead and adjust the blur. So if you want it more blurry, you can go ahead and do like that, and you can really see that blur right up there. And if you want to make it less blurry, you can go like that, and you can see the blur kind of goes away. So if you have an iPhone like one of these older ones, using an application like this actually allows you to gain a little bit more similar functionality to one of those newer iPhones. But the cool thing with the iPhone 13s is cinematic mode, but with Focus Live, which is another app which I think is made by the same people, it actually allows you to go ahead and it kind of allows you to get a portrait mode video for your app. Now there's a little bit more customizability you have to do, which is kind of annoying. So if we just go and click on take video, you can see very similar to the last application. And I try to find a way for us to kind of get the blur effect. So if we do the same thing, I just go right here, and I kind of just make a video of these AirPods. So I just kind of go like this and make the video, whatever, right? 2-second video, I'll go and click stop. What it'll allow us to do is go back into our little photo video thing right here. We can go and pretty much click edit video, and we can go and click on a video like this. And once we want to go and click edit, we can go ahead and actually edit up this video and add a blur around it. So you can see this is the normal video right here. Well, with a little bit of editing, we can go and click on that photo, we can go and click on that video, we can scroll over to blur, and we can actually add some type of blur to it. Now, again, there's some type of editing you have to do, like with this one, for example, you can add that type of blur, and you can see it does a pretty decent job at keeping everything else blurry. You can actually add more blurriness to it, so you can, if you do max it out like this, you can see that it definitely isn't a great job, but I think it kind of gets the job done. And there's also other apps like Instagram and Snapchat that actually allow you to add a little bit more blurriness to your specific photo, which is really awesome. So those are two of the main features that the iPhone 13s have that the iPhones that are older don't support. But there's actually one specific jailbreak tweak that I think is the most awesome jailbreak tweak of all time, and it's Gestures 10s. Now, if you have a jailbroken iPhone and if you have a 6s, there's a lot of jailbreaks out there. On iOS 15, I don't think there's a lot supported right now. I think there's only one that I can think of, at least for the 6s and these iPhones. But if you're able to jailbreak your iPhone one way or another, I would highly recommend looking into this tweak called Gestures 10s. It essentially allows you to get the gesture-based design on your iPhone, and I can definitely tell you it is one of my favorite tweaks of all time. You really don't need many more tweaks after that. You don't need no slow animations or really much else. Even if you're on iOS 15, there's a lot of similarity and a lot of overlap that even the oldest supported iPhone like the 6s has, that iPhones like the iPhone 13 do have as well. So Gestures 10s by far is one of my favorite tweaks. It allows you to get those gestures, and you don't really even have to use the home button anymore after that either. So those are just a couple of things you can do to kind of get iPhone 13 features on your older iPhone. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.